From trancing to microchipping, rabbit care really has come a long way the past 20 to 30 years, and new developments are always arising on how to keep those buns of steel. Pun intended, or should I say bun intended? Seeing as how we've just entered a new decade, let's take a look at the big do's and don'ts of rabbit care of today. Today's video is brought to you by Roborock. As a bunny mom, I'm always on the hunt for a good vacuum, and I'm absolutely loving their E25 robot vacuum cleaner. If you lead a busy life like me, you'll find this is a huge time saver. I can just turn it on via my phone where it shows me the exact path it's taking, and it gets to work while I'm doing my own work as well. Being cordless also makes it perfect to use around bunnies because bunnies love to chew cords. And I have to say, my biggest test for this vacuum was around Lennon's litter box where there's tons of fur, hay, and pellets, and I was thoroughly impressed with how clean it left the area. This vacuum is anti-collision, has self-recharging and resumption, and the added bonus of a mopping feature as well. I'm going to go ahead and link the Roborock E25 in the description below, so please check them out. Alright, let's begin with the big do's and don'ts of rabbit care. Don't feed your rabbits lots of sweets. Guys, I know this one's hard. That little puppy face they give you is just irresistible. And quite frankly, when Lennon begs, it's very manipulative. It just makes me want to give her an entire box of Cheerios. But we must remember that rabbit bellies are so fragile, and too much sugar or anything outside of their normal high-fiber diet can send them into GI stasis. And trust me, you don't want your rabbit to go into GI stasis. If you don't know what GI stasis is, I'll link the video in the iCard above. Do give your bunnies unlimited grass hay, leafy green veggies according to their weight, and yes, reward your bunny once or twice a day with a healthy goodie such as a small bite of fruit to remind them just how gorgeous they are. Everyone deserves a little sweetness every now and then. Don't trance your bunnies. This is a big no-no. Trancing is the action of placing a rabbit on its back to induce a paralysis. Sometimes people think that a cradling motion is comforting to rabbits, but guys, just a little reminder, they're not human babies. This is a very stressful position for the rabbit to be in and is a defense mechanism for when the rabbit feels it's been caught by a predator. Even scientific studies have shown that rabbit heart rates increase dramatically when being tranced. Do give your bunny head rubs, ear massages, nose nudges, belly rubs, snuggles, and the list goes on to show them that you love them. It's pretty simple, really. Don't bathe your bunny. It's totally unnecessary and can potentially kill your rabbit. Rabbits have very thin skin and very dense coats. It takes twice the time for a rabbit's coat to dry than it does most dogs. This can cause your rabbit's temperature to drop almost immediately, sending them into hypothermia. Furthermore, submerging a rabbit in water can also send them into shock, which is worse than hypothermia because often the bunny will not recover from such trauma. Do let your bunny clean themselves naturally. They're kind of germaphobes, and like cats will groom themselves on the daily to make sure that they're staying fresh at all times. If your rabbit gets dirty for whatever reason, you can use a damp cloth or pet-safe wipes on any soiled areas. Don't buy a small cage. Cages are a cruel practice of the past. They can cause depression, aggression, obesity, odors, sores on the bottoms of the paws, and the list goes on. Do give your bunny free range of a room or your house if possible, but sometimes an exercise pen can suit them as well if big enough. Don't buy a rabbit for children. Yes, sometimes parents will buy bunnies for their children thinking it will teach them responsibility or to avoid having to get a bigger animal like a dog. But most children really can't comprehend the amount of work that goes into taking care of an animal, especially a high-maintenance one like a rabbit. Sometimes, if the child is even too young, they have trouble discerning when to be gentle with bunnies. And if the child is on the older side, you really have to think about what their future plans are. College, a job, moving out, and what predicament this puts your rabbit's life in. Do acquire a bunny when you feel financially ready, mature, responsible, and live in a place that allows you to have an animal in the home. Don't pick up your bunnies by the scruff. It's just kind of rude and painful for the bunny, and considering these little guys are prey animals, picking them up the same way a hawk would, yeah, not cool and an easy way to send them into shock. Do pick them up by their hindquarters with one hand while supporting their midsection with the other. It's important to remember bunnies don't really like being picked up, but whenever it is necessary to do so, this is definitely the best way to make them most comfortable. Don't leave your rabbit alone for an extended period of time. Rabbits are social creatures that require interaction and affection. Although they do sleep during the day, they can't really fend for themselves like cats and do need to be monitored closely during their active hours. So yeah, that weekend trip, you'll have to get a bunny sitter for that. Do spend lots of time with your bunny and check up on them regularly to make sure they're not sick, malnourished, or dehydrated. Many people will also bond 2 or more rabbits together to create a lasting companionship and prevent boredom. Don't give your bunnies drip bottles. To this day, you'll see these things being sold for rabbits at pet stores, but don't be fooled. Bunnies are actually at risk of dehydration when using these. Furthermore, the BPA in the plastic isn't good for your bunnies or the environment, and bottles are much harder to clean than bowls. Do give your bunnies a nice big bowl of water where they can drink without any restrictions. A heavy bowl and a stand will prevent them from tipping it. Don't take your rabbit to just any vet. Rabbits are weirdly still considered exotic in many parts of the world. Thus, you can't just take your rabbit to any cat and dog vet around the corner. Rabbit medical care is often viewed as a very specialized practice, and most regular vets won't know what to do if you show up with a sick rabbit. Do search for a rabbit-savvy vet in your area that is reputable, has good reviews, regularly sees rabbits, or works with local rabbit rescues. Having this prepared ahead of an emergency will save you lots of time, money, and potentially your rabbit's life. Don't house your rabbits outside. Rabbits have a history of being housed outside because they were bred as meat. Not to mention, the outdoors carry major risks such as predators like hawks, snakes, owls, foxes, raccoons, etc. These hungry predators can destroy a hutch within minutes or taunt your rabbits to the point of shock. Bunnies can also escape their enclosures and wind up lost or hit by a car. Let's not forget extreme weather, diseases, and poisonous plants. Do keep your bunnies indoors in a safe, bunny-proofed environment where you can interact with them on a daily basis and give them lots of love. And finally, don't shop for rabbits, guys. Buying rabbits that are bred on purpose to produce profit only contributes to the overpopulation and exploitation of rabbits and excludes the abundance of rabbits that are homeless. Do adopt your bunny from your local animal shelter, rabbit rescue, or humane society. There are so many bunnies that are dumped every single day and are looking for a forever home. Be the one who rescues, for they will rescue you in return. Well, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed all the big do's and don'ts of rabbit care. Obviously, there are plenty more that haven't been mentioned in this video, but if you have any of your own tips that you'd love to share, please do so in the comments below. If you want to see more of these videos, don't forget to hit subscribe and the little notification bell, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!